there are few questions, important questions. If you can take up all the questions, it will be great. Great. We can wait. We can extend for time being.
Yes, yes,
There are
yes,
some question on how to get the IS standard for homes. What are the relevant websites? So if Dr. Arora can educate on that.
Okay,
How to get
okay.
IS standards.
You can purchase all the IS standard online also. You have to register yourself on Bureau of Indian Standard, and after registration, you will get some password and link. Some standards, safety standards are totally free, absolutely free. And for some standards that are not related to safety, you have to buy it.
And anybody can also answer the questions which has been asked. Then Ashok Tripathi Sahab has asked that fire hazards associated with electric vehicle, such cases are being reported. Whether such cases are being reported or not. Any comments on fire hazards with heavy? Recently in Secunderabad, a lot of people died, and there is a lot of cases are coming up. Any lights on that?
Actually, sir, without knowing the root cause of that fire, it is difficult to comment upon. That will be totally wrong. Actually, the people are doing the investigation. Let the investigation report come out, then we can comment upon.
Okay. Now, when you are supposed to conduct the regular testing of house wiring, is it required for yearly or twice?
Yes. The moment you buy a new house, before you energize the system, you have to conduct all the tests. That is mandatory. Don't buy the bogus certificate from the contractor sitting outside the utility department. And it is mandatory to conduct all these tests as per the IS 732. That is compulsory, but people don't have time to conduct all these tests. They are in a hurry to energize everything, and they want to shift to new house immediately. Even after each replacement of wiring, you have to test it before you energize it again.
And what is the frequency once somebody has settled in? What is the frequency after which, how many years again he has to recheck it?
5 years, after 5 years, it is mandatory to test your wiring, and you have to get the certificate again. That is to be submitted.
5 years. Okay, fine. How to get salient points need to be taken care of electrical grounding?
Definitely, I am going to share. I will prepare one that salient features and I will share with you.
Okay, I think fire resistant enclosures junction boxes are used to maintain electrical and electronic circuit integrity to emergency lighting, power and control. Apart from taking all precaution, automatic fire suppression is required in MCC panel DBs to control and put out fires. Okay, these are some kind of thoughts.
I would like to throw lights on this very important topic. What happens? We are using the fire detection systems and panels in the buildings to protect ourselves during the fire, and they can detect the fire. But what happens for these systems? We are using type 2 wire, type 5 wire. That is not appropriate, and we are using the ordinary wires. In such situation, there is a very special wire that is called low smoke, zero halogen kind of wire to be used for fire detection system that we are not using. What happens whenever there is fire? The two things plays very important role. One is the smoke density and the visibility index. In case of PVC, the visibility becomes 0 and smoke is 100%. In that case, you become helpless and the disaster becomes more. Basically, there is more casualty because of this improper knowledge and sections of wire we are using for the fire detection systems.
Then, okay, one question from Prasad sir. Contractor of hospital are installing lower gauge copper wires. Load increases in hospital by adding equipment. This is one of the major cause of fire.
True.
How to educate the hospital owner?
Sir, I don't want to comment on that legal issues, but yes, true. The situation is like that.
How to educate the hospital owners? Whether any
Yes. I am making video every day that will be definitely reached to the owner, and they will definitely automatically being educated.
Okay. Now, Sunil sir, one question for you. Now, if you see any city, lot of lights are in garden, or billboards, hoardings, several office premises. How do you say on that? Whether you should switch off all the
I have
lights?
replied.
Or
I have already replied. I have already replied. I feel that now with so much of efficiency in lighting, unnecessary too much we should not worry about lighting load, because lighting is also needed for safety. Lighting is also needed for our overall, feeling. In the night, unnecessary too much saving in lighting, I am not in favor particularly. Maximum you should see that efficient lights are provided, because there are many more bigger areas to save energy rather than light. But we end up only talking of switch off lights, fans,
no.
refrigerators, AC, smart users and ACs. Much more scope is there in those rather than lights. And lights are needed. Let us not unnecessarily think too much of for saving switching, unnecessary switching of lights where which are required actually.
Okay. Now,
Conservation should
mandatory
not happen at the,
electrical safety.
conservation should not happen at the cost of safety and all that.
Mandatory
Right.
electrical safety audit once in a year by chartered electrical safety engineers. This should avoid fire. There is some regulation, CA regulation, but it is not being followed. Any thoughts on that, Dr. We have regulation, we have standard, but it is not being followed. So what is your views on that?
We have to enforce regulation. We have to develop good mechanism to enforce all the prevailing existing regulation we have to avoid that disaster we are getting every day. News of that disaster we are getting. This is the only way. We have to find out that mechanism to enforce all this law, and we have to start giving our bit. At least from our side, we can give attention to all the safety required. And with the charity starts from home, and you have to give your bit. Definitely the people will look at that thing and they will understand the importance of the safety after that.
Okay, another one quick question. Whether fire insurance cover is applicable to substation and transformers due to electrical hazards? Because substation is basically handling a lot of currents, voltage, everything. So whether insurance cover will be applicable for that? Any views on that?
Presently, I think it is not there.
Okay. Oh. Fire protection system are to install in substation transformer, which is now slowly being implemented. Government should instruct insurance company to insure government properties, which is not there at present. Okay, government. But let us start, as Dr. Aras says, charity begins at home. We need to do it in our home. I think we have almost taken all the question. Just a minute. If the home appliances are not running but supply to them are on, how much of real energy will be consumed? Whether the ghost energy is such a huge, I think SUSA presentation says that 6,000 rupees per year some amount I have seen. I think SUSA, we want to take some provide some thought on that. How much of real ghost energy is it so big that you need to switch off all the when it is they are not on?
See, ghost consumers, TV, DVD, remotes, then including if you see thermostat also we have we have shown thermostat are also indirectly a ghost consumer, because if it is not set right properly, without your knowledge, it is causing the consumption in compressor or in heating and all that. And then leaving the mosquito mats on. Now mosquito mats consume 6 to 8 watt. So now you are thinking it is it is not consuming much. But if you calculate it comes to more. So there maybe we home have 4, 5, most of them. So all these things which are left on or which are having hidden some things. So those
One
are all.
hand has been raised. Okay, sir. Okay, I got it. Yes, ghost
I have
energy
seen,
definitely it will consume some
sometimes
energy. Let us stop that energy.
up to 100
Yes,
watt I have seen, up to 100 watt load is ghost consumer load.
yes,
So
yes.
100
Now,
into 24 hours. I
okay.
have seen many homes.
This small drops adds a lot of values. So let
Yeah.
us conserve energy wisely. Now, A to Z engineer, I could say the hand has been raised. Please, any query, any questions? A to Z energy engineers. With A to Z energy engineers. Okay. Oh, so might be now almost we have closed all the question and session, and there are a lot of good words to Dr. Arora and Suj Saab. Very nicely presented. Yes, everybody wants some PPT. Definitely will share this PPT. We request a monetary contribution of 200 rupees, and in the link it is there. You can pay that amount. We'll share the PPTs and also we'll share the participation certificate. This will help the mission to go on. And also there are Rajiv Jain Sahab has told about to start a Urja Mitra project, and for sensitizing the students. Yes, students are the key for saving electricity, for the electrical safety, and he want to name sustainability club. Okay, Suj Sahab has already replied to that. And very wonderful sessions, and and lot of good words for two of you, sir.
Thank you once again, sir, giving this opportunity to give presentation on the safety and energy conservation, and mind-blowing presentation as usual by Suj Saab. Hats off to you. Thank you, everyone.
And then just quickly, I'll brush the Mission Sustainable India's snapshot, and I will take few slides, and I hope.
Good evening. May I come in?
Let me just present that.
Hello. Hello. Good evening. May I come in for a while?
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Sir, please, you're audible.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you very much. Actually, I just had a glimpse of Suj Saab presentation, and the question answer sessions very nicely answered with all kinds of empirical details. Actually, I wanted to add for that two things. Some megawatt was there, so which you Suj Saab very nicely explained. So as we have briefly told in between also that we are always thinking of supply side management, but what actually is demand side management, we have to always control it. We have to always control. So that is what actually Suj Saab was trying to say when he was going for the megawatt concept. And one thing actually, insurance of this substations. Actually, in the electricity sector, when insurance is done, there is it is more of the ensuring protective devices. When you are going for the insurance of any electricity sector, then you have to ensure whether all your protective devices are on, sprinklers are very well active. So insurance agency will ensure this and keep on auditing this. So it is very much there. And this requires more of the protectiveness than ensuring it only on the financial things. So these kinds of things are required for the ensuring electrical system, any substations or grid substations or whatever. So this is what I wanted to add. Thank you very much. Very interactive, very nice, very nice,
Yes,
very nice.
Thank you, sir. Adding to that, even the petrol pump are also insured. So I hope the electrical substation, power plant, because OPGCL pays a lot of insurance charges, so those things can be insured. For our insurance coverage available, but
it is available. That is we have also, but that all kinds of safety measurements that we have to ensure it, and that we have to do declaration also, and then audit it also periodically. Those who are in this line now, ensuring the electricity line, so they know how to ensure it.
Okay, thank you, Anil sir. Very nice views from you.